Special live edition. Live edition. This has not been previously recorded. Come on in and chat. Live and Kelly and Mark is on delay. But it is day of activity. Put some ones in the chat if you love Mark and Kelly.
Off at 159th.
How would you flirt with me in French?
Maybe you don't irritate me so much, no?
Next time, after Jeremy Sisto, plus Shogun star Ernest Sawai.
Today at 9
on ABC 7.
Coming to Chicago, a new musical comedy that's so good you could just die. The pre-Broadway world premiere of Death Becomes Her.
Revitalized. Another one. Just a reminder. Death Becomes Her.
Join Walk MS April
Like this
28th
video
at
if you like
Soldier
Death
Field.
Becomes Her with Bruce Willis and Meryl Streep and Goldie Hawn.
It's live with Kelly and Mark. Today from the drama FBI, Jeremy Sisto. Start the new series Shogun, Ernest Sawai. Plus the performance from singer-songwriter Ernest. All next on Live. Here are Kelly Ripa and Mark Ismail.
She's dancing. She's prancing. She's Lancelot and his asshole's come on, come dancing.
Tuesday, April 16th, 2024. Yeah, that's a good sign. Michigan's in the house.
Woo!
Go blue.
Did you all come together? No, you're just strewing about.
Let's
Okay.
get a lot of Michigan people.
Yeah, I love that. Love that.
How are you?
I'm great. How are you?
I'm good.
You didn't sleep well last night?
No, I was kind of like,
Tell me what was on your mind.
lots on my mind. You know, we have the soccer team. We've got the soccer team, and we're down. It's down to the last 3 games.
I know.
Down to the last 3 games. We're in first place.
Okay.
First place.
Okay.
It's so tight.
Why do I
It's
set
so
some
tight.
But?
Because it's very Italian.
Yes.
It's very dramatic. So this past weekend, we played your hometown, San Benedetto.
Yes.
And apparently, it's a beautiful town right there on the Adriatic.
Mm-hmm.
It's like a little Miami. It's beautiful. Palm trees everywhere.
You think my father's people would come from someplace not beautiful?
Anyway, so we beat them 1-0. That was our rival. We beat them.
I'm so conflicted. I don't know who to root for.
We beat them. But now we're going into the last 3 games. We eliminated them, but there's another team right behind us, Aquila, that's just breathing down our necks.
Aquila.
Yes, Aquila.
Aquila.
All right, but we did score a goal, and it was the game was 1-0. I'm going to show you a little clip here. It's
Okay.
very tight.
You have the clip.
Amonkele al limite dell'area, non vuole rischiare. Il pallone vede a Lombari, regolare, attenzione, ancora Lombari con all'esterno in area. It's big.
What was he saying?
He was saying yes, say.
Okay.
Mattia Bunkele. That was Mattia Bunkele. He's our midfielder. He scores very important goals. But I'm just getting nervous.
You're feeling agitated.
I'm just feeling
You're disquieted.
I'm disquieted. Yes.
So it's keeping you awake at night.
Well, I'm just thinking. It's all consuming. It's all consuming. I'm just thinking about it a lot. So, but
what did the 8 sleep say?
My 8, I haven't listened to the 8 sleep yet.
Oh, you've got to. It'll tell you.
I'm sure it tells me I slept poorly.
Yeah.
But I found something backstage. Maybe we'll bring it out for the end of the show. I did get my hostage tape for my mouth. You
have to be more descriptive when you're explaining hostage. Tuesday nights is a good time in our house.
Yes, Yes, but there's actual it's called hostage tape.
Okay.
Yeah, I did.
That's the name
That
brand.
one has a little slit in the middle so you can actually breathe. This one covers your because I snore. Allegedly, I snore. And
It's not alleged. It's a well documented. I'll play the recording.
so I have something for my nose so I can breathe through my. You're supposed to. Did you know you're supposed to breathe through your nose, not your mouth?
Yes.
And so that keeps you from breathing through your mouth. But I'm a little concerned about it because it seems a little. I don't know, but I did try it on backstage, and you can kind of breathe through it just a little bit in case something happens to your nose.
What if I put a pillow and then
Hey,
is that
listen,
called murder?
Depends. Depends what state you're in. Hey, listen, Caitlin Clark from the
Yes.
Dixie High. #1 draft pick yesterday. She goes to the Indiana Fever. Yeah, Indiana Fever. She was chosen #1 overall. She's going to have a great career. And, listen, coming from Iowa to Indiana, not a big, huge culture shock. She's in the Midwest right there in the plains.
Yeah.
So that'll be interesting to watch. I watched the I make fun of like the brackets here because you really don't have to watch the last 5 minutes of every game. That's all you have to watch. But I didn't watch any of the men's. I only watched the women.
Yeah.
I loved it so much.
You're not alone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was so good, the NCAA. It was really, really good. And she's going on, and hopefully she starts up,
Well, the WNBA's been phenomenal for years and years.
Huge. But this is going to be even better for them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I've got to tell you, there's so much in the news today that's like,
What's in the news?
The news is always pretty grim. But we only cover like the absurd news around here. You know what I mean? We cover news that should not induce anxiety on any level.
Yeah.
And today we've had an embarrassment of riches, Gelman. I don't even know where to start. I'm going to start with the bakery owner.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, a bakery owner is pleading for the public's help.
Okay.
This is the owner of Sis Sweets Cookies and Cafe. She's in Kansas. She has lost a $4,000 diamond somewhere in the cookie batter. She believes it has fallen into the dough. Ay, is the reason that phrase is meant for this situation. Ay. Okay. So, the shop is in Leavenworth, and she is offering a reward of, wait for it, free cookies. You gotta be careful when you bite down all these cookies that you buy there. And if you do swallow the diamond, just wait. Anyway, she put out the alert because she didn't want people to break a tooth or anything like that. She just wants you to be on the lookout. Also, the diamond, of course, has sentimental value, and she would like to get it back. So be on the lookout for.
We should track that story. Yeah.
Her name is Dawn Monroe. She goes by the nickname of Sis. Dawn Sis Monroe. Okay. So
free cookies for how long? For life?
Doesn't say.
I know a few college students that would move to Kansas.
To find that. That's true. Isn't that funny?
Yes. Did you hear about this rescue in the Pacific? There were the Pacific castaways.
Yes, I did hear about this.
And they made a sign out of palm fronds on the beach.
Guys, this actually works.
Yeah.
I mean, think about that.
They were on a fishing boat. And they got caught in some swells. This is in Micronesia, right? Yeah. It's like an islet, not even an island, an islet. And I was thinking about you.
I would be like, go home.
Go away. Leave me alone.
Spell out nothing to see here. Move along.
Leave me alone. We're fine.
So
I was reading. I was like, how do they survive? They ate the coconut meat.
Of course.
Very,
I lived
very
there for the rest of my life, very happy.
And the coconut water, very good electrolytes. Mm-hmm. You could drink that for a long time. I think you'd get a little bored. But the guys who rescued them we're actually related to. We're third cousins and fourth cousins.
Isn't that funny?
Yeah. Hey, what are you doing here? Hey, what are you doing here?
What are
Your wife's really angry at you. You should get back home.
How long were they missing?
A week. That's a vacation. Yeah. I'm glad they're okay. I'm sure it wasn't a vacation, but somebody was also stranded on the same island some years back, and they just said they did the same thing, SOS, with palm fronds.
I mean, those are the kinds of things that are like in the movies. We have to use these palm fronds and spell out the word help or SOS. You never think that's going to work. Like that somebody will spot that or see that or actually believe that, right?
Right. Well, you always see the castaway on the island, and the plane goes by, like, hey!
Yeah,
and like, no! And he starts crying, he starts talking to a volleyball.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
When you had a lot of diners down in
South Jersey?
Yeah. Were they open 24 hours?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, they're back, right? Is that what that? Yeah. Is that back during the pandemic? A lot of the 24-hour places, yeah, they were down. Mm-hmm. Restaurants offering 24-hour service fell 18%.
Wow.
2020 to 2024. Uh-huh. But they're coming back. They are coming back. I remember
nothing's as good as a diner. I'll tell you what, a diner BLT.
Ooh,
diner BLT. It's like a triple layered.
Yeah.
Okay, some people get it, and others of you have never experienced a diner BLT. It's this thick. They put that toothpick in there.
Yeah.
It's got a giant fries that are perfectly crispy and juicy on the inside.
That's right.
The right amount of ketchup. Oh. Yeah. So good.
Yeah.
And I don't even like bacon, but on a diner BLT, that's where bacon comes to life.
I would go to because I was in Florida during those time. I would go to the Waffle House.
Oh yeah, you have Waffle House.
The Waffle House. Just
so good.
So good. Watch the sun come up.
You and I went to a Waffle House early on in our marriage, and
we did.
And I was.
What were we doing? We were out late.
We were out late, and I was fascinated because we walked in, and the woman behind the counter said, "Good morning," and you said they always say that here, like no matter what time.
I thought you were going to say. She said she was going to say, "Hello, Mark."
She didn't even turn around.
Mark.
She didn't turn around. She just heard the door, but she was like, "Good morning," and I was like,
"Oh yeah,
that's the thing."
Yeah, and the coffee's not great, but it's great. They just keep refilling it.
Yeah, I just remember we were out late.
We were out so late.
Back when we used to do that.
Oh gosh.
Yeah, it may have been the next day, but we were still out.
Yeah. My favorite part of the day is like right after dinner, which we eat dinner so early now. We eat dinner so early. It's like 6:30.
Yeah, I could push it a little later if.
Oh really? What time would you like dinner? 7?
I don't know. I mean,
10?
We used to have dinner at like 9 o'clock.
What time would you like to have dinner?
I don't care. Who cares? I don't care. I actually don't care. Whatever time you're hungry, I don't care. I don't care.
6:30 is about 6:45. Get crazy.
We can't do a 6:45. I have an eyelash appointment at 7 o'clock. We have to have dinner early tonight. I got to get my eyelashes done. We've got a huge show today. Jeremy Sisto is there.
And from Shogun, Anna Sawai. We got to watch the show, Shogun.
I know.
We got to get into it.
I know.
You've been watching it, Kelvin? That's great.
Is it excellent?
Yeah.
I know. That's what everybody says. You know when everybody says it, and then you feel like you're the last person to watch it, and then everybody's talking about it, and you're like, shh, I haven't seen it yet. So I'm doing that at work now. And we have a performance by Ernest. A lot of guys in the audience with a hunger in their eyes because they know what time it is. I know why you showed up. I know it's not to see my sparkling good humor. They're all here for the game. Well, the game is upon us. It's time to play.
Stump Mark.
Feeling lucky today. Feel lucky. Let's say hello to Christine Manning.
I wanted to show the clip of Mary from the hike.
Oh, we'll show it tomorrow.
I know, but the problem is you curse in it.
Well, you can bleep it out.
When Mark plays this game not on camera, he uses bad words.
Oh, yeah. Very competitive. All right. Let's say hello to Christine Manning from Louisville, Kentucky, who watches the show on WDRB. Good morning, Christine. How are you?
Hey, good morning. How are you guys?
How's it going there in Louisville?
It's going great. It's a beautiful day, and we're headed into Kentucky Derby season.
Oh,
that sounds like fun.
Mint juleps.
Yeah, got some of those.
Okay. All right. You know how this game works. You've given us two statements. One is true, one is false. I have 60 seconds to decide which is the truth. If you stump me, you'll win this.
You played one game of pickleball and you haven't been able to move your
I'm
arms.
so old. Just this. I'm like, oh, I'm injured. I'm injured. All right, I'm injured, Christine. All right, so you're at an advantage, all right?
Christine doesn't want to hear your excuses.
All right, Kelly's going to like these statements here. All right, here are your two statements. I met David Cassidy backstage at his concert. Or I met Alex Trebek when I auditioned for Jeopardy. Ooh. All right, tell me about it.
I think the truth, without any questions asked or any advantage at all, is that she met Alex Trebek when she auditioned for Jeopardy.
This is oohing and
Tell me about David Cassidy. Where and when?
Okay, it was a long time ago, early 70s in Pittsburgh, and I saw him at a concert at the Civic Arena.
Oh, wow. Okay.
How did you get backstage?
We had, back then there was a radio station, and you had to, they called, but if you answered your phone and said, I listened to the new sound of 13Q, you won the ticket. And my cousins actually won. They called them, and they got to take 4 people, and I was one of them.
Oh, did he have the feathered hair?
Yeah, he did. He had that going on, and the only thing I'll tell you about the whole concert was I was very young, and I was very disappointed that it wasn't the whole Partridge Family.
Got it.
I understand.
Tell me about auditioning for Jeopardy. Did you make it on the show, and how did you meet Alex Trebek?
I didn't make it on the show, but I did get to meet Alex Trebek. We were living overseas, actually, in Germany, and Alex Trebek came on like a USO tour, a trip to visit troops and everything. And they got some people together from the little place where we all live. And, about a classroom full of people, and there was a written test, and one person was selected. But we did get to meet Alex Trebek and the whole team that came from, the Jeopardy program. And I just remember the test was very hard. It was probably in the early 90s, and I was young and didn't know as much as I do now.
Okay. All right. I know what it is.
The team from Jeopardy, known as the Jeopardizers.
I think the answer is, what is, I met David Cassidy backstage at his concert.
Oh, no, at least I want a mug and a t-shirt. No, you're wrong.
You are wrong, Mark.
And guess who got it right? Phil and the Blanc. Common sense.
That was like an emotional roller coaster. My arm hurts.
She felt bad.
I wish.
Yeah, you win.
You win. All right. Well,
Thank you.
gosh. Woof.
But you sound disappointed that you won.
No, I'm very excited. I'm very excited.
I have so many feelings I'm having.
Congratulations. You win a mug and a t-shirt. Now let's see if we can win you a valuable trip. It's time for Warm It Up. Travel Trivia.
Trivia dancer from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. And guess what? Today's her 50th birthday.
All right, now this is where I dance like the girl, and you rate me on a scale of 1 to 100.
Trivia dancer from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. And guess what? Today's her 50th birthday. Looking good, Ellen. Happy birthday. All right, Deja, spin that wheel and see what else we can win, Christine. Looking good, Ellen. Happy birthday. All right, Deja, spin that wheel and see what else we can win, Christine. Okay, Christine, you are playing for a trip for two to the Veranda in Antigua. 7 days and 6 nights in a waterfront suite. It's all inclusive. It's a prize valued at $8,000. You have 20 seconds and only one guess. Good luck.
All right. All right, Christine, here we go. On yesterday's show, we talked with Liev Schreiber. In what part of New York City did Liev say he grew up?
The Lower West Side.
I love him, first of all, and he grew up in the Lower East Side.
Wow.
Yes!
Lower East Side's what I said.
Congratulations! You and a guest will enjoy 7 days and 6 nights at the Veranda Antigua, an adult-only, all-inclusive Caribbean vacation paradise. Nestled on 30 spectacular ocean.
People, don't you know that you know his name is Lee? That it rhymes with sleeving. He was born and raised in New York City. He was born outside of New York, but moved when he was young. Just a couple months, maybe a couple weeks, and now that was his mother's son. So he had a career going when his mom was a taxi driver, and then he met a girl, and I had sex with Minnie Driver.
Congratulations.
Thanks. That sounds fantastic. I love you guys so much. It's so great watching the show.
Oh, we love you too. Now you get to help make the day of a lucky member of our studio audience who will also love you. They're going to receive a $500 gift card from Grubhub. Yeah, that's right. I know you guys are hungry. Let's pick it. Please pick a number between 1 and 128.
I'm going to pick 84.
84.
84.
It's not The Price is Right. You don't have to call it. Tell me you've never seen this show without telling me you've never seen this show. All right, when we return, Jeremy Sisto's here. Stick around.
Still live from Shogun and Sawai. Performance by country star Ernest. And coming up next, Jeremy Sisto.
Tell me you've never seen this show when you've. Tell me you've never seen the show without telling me you've seen this show.
$5.89 after rebate.
Listen to this, everybody. Tomorrow, we will celebrate the 1-year anniversary of the arrival of the Savior, Mark.
Kelly and Mark T.
Oh, we're celebrating me too?
Yes.
Oh, my God.
1 year. Kelly was in here.
That was a fast year.
Fast year.
My gosh.
Yeah.
It's funny because we've been together for so long, but now I look at you with fresh eyes.
Paper anniversary.
Yeah. All right. We fell in love with him nearly 30 years ago when he was in Clueless. Now he's the boss on the CBS series FBI. Please welcome to the show, Jeremy Sisto. time you were here, we talked about your guitar face.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It's not good.
Can I?
It's not a good face.
Give me a
Do
refresher.
you get lost in? Is that what you do when you're jamming out? You just
No, it's just like to do the things you have to. Sometimes you may. I look like a ventriloquist dummy is what I do this thing with my jaw. It's not attractive.
But you're a good guitar player.
I try. I've been getting better. But I'm so glad. I just want to say I'm so glad you're doing this. I love what you guys are doing.
Oh, thank you.
It's so cool. Thank you. My wife and I are getting to a point we're a little before you guys. They're getting older though, so we don't do anything together. So I looked at it. It's like we've got to do something together.
I'm going to give you a whole life plan.
Yeah.
Because I mean, I don't want to say this for young people in the audience, but life really begins once they, leave.
Right.
I know it makes me sound like a monster, but I don't care.
No, it's true. It's true. But also, like in the young years, you spend so much time together as parents, that our hobbies started to separate because we need our own space. And so as they're starting to do more sleepovers and they don't need us as much, I was like, we need to find some stuff together. So I convinced her to do this School of Rock band with adults, School of Rock.
Okay.
My son was doing the children's version. And she was learning the drums.
Okay.
And then we play, we jam. We have a group of people we play with together.
Jeremy, are the drums as hard as I think they are?
For some people, she had it in her soul.
She had the rhythm of it. Yeah.
And it's great. I never love her more than when she's just laying down that beat because she's been like kind of the backbone of my life for a while. So it just feels right when she's hitting it.
This is like a celebrity band. Our good friend Ryan Gumbel's daughter's in your band, Jillian.
That's right. Yeah.
What does she play?
She plays. She's learning the bass, the little keys.
See, I think the bass is cool because you just kind of sit back, and nobody really hears it, And you just do this.
Do you know what?
They don't know when you mess up. When you mess up, they're just like something's wrong, but they don't look at you. Yeah.
You know what's funny? Your kids have like the kids version, and you have like the parents version. You and me and Brian and Hillary should start like the senior version of that. We should all take up instruments.
We've taken your name, though, because our name, it's a little premature for us. It's mostly women in our band. We're called the Hot Flashes right now. Which I think is a great title. We haven't committed to it, but it's a good name.
Jeremy, so you're getting into living in the suburbs, right? You like that?
I mean, I'm living in the suburbs. It's good for it's good for our kids. I wanted to do the city thing. My wife is more into this. She wins.
Yeah.
And she was right. I think it's great. I grew up in Chicago. People in the suburbs were a little bit more of a mystery to me. So it's been.
How do they like Halloween in the suburbs? Halloween is really where kids come alive in the suburbs.
We do have a very Steven Spielberg kind of traditional version of that. Right? Yeah, it's big. They blocked off the streets, and there's a lot of great things for the kids to have that kind of space. To grow up in the city for kids, you have to be the right kind of kid. You know what I mean? You have to be able to handle all the stuff flying at you, and if you can, then it's a great benefit to grow up in the city. But there's positives of both. That's
for sure.
All right, we're gonna take a little break, but back in a moment with Jeremy Sisto. Mix
Still alive from Shogun and Sawai. I have moderate to severe Crohn's disease. Now there's Skyrizi. Things are looking up, symptom-relief. Control of my Crohn's means everything to me. Control is everything to me. Feel significant symptom relief at 4 weeks with Skyrizi, including less abdominal pain and fewer bowel movements. Skyrizi is the first IL-23 inhibitor that can deliver remission and visibly improve damage of the intestinal.
How many years ago did she say Clueless came out?
In love with him nearly 30 years ago when he was in Clueless.
She said nearly 30 years ago.
In love with him nearly 30 years ago when he was.
We fell in love with him nearly 30 years ago. Okay. Because that's going to be
for so long, but now
years.
I look at you with fresh eyes.
Paper anniversary.
Yeah. All right. We fell in love with him nearly 30 years ago when he was in Clueless. Now he's the boss on the CBS series FBI. Please welcome to
Spree. That's right.
An audition for Annie. So I
great each
And will you do crossover with FBI International?
I have done a bunch of that this year. I just went to boot. One of our own was just tortured.
Okay. Guys, I'm sorry. I think I'm going to lose it.
380-8933. Our friendly new patient specialists are standing by now.
One of our own was just tortured and killed. Special Agent Mike Rosen. Maybe some of you knew him. He was retired, but he worked organized crime and counterterrorism, and he spearheaded some of the biggest and most successful operations this bureau has ever seen. Which means two things. One, we need to solve this as soon as humanly possible, and two, there will be a long list of potential enemies.
In its sixth season.
Yes,
That's
right.
very exciting.
It is, I know. And we're just in a solid place. Like, we've got 6 characters that the fans are kind of all interested in all of them, so we can rotate through the personal stuff. And Ricky is a great writer. We've got a really stable ship, reliably great each
And will you do crossover with FBI International?
I have done a bunch of that this year. I just went to Budapest. I took my 12-year-old son.
Amazing.
We did all-night shoots on an abandoned Russian military base from the Soviet days, shooting stuntmen and stuff.
He's going to become an actor.
I don't know.
I'm telling you because that's like, this is, the thing is,
I'm going to manifest it.
Dad goes to work.
Right.
And they fly him to Budapest.
Right.
Now we're on a warship. We're at an army base.
Yeah.
This is fun.
Well, I asked him, I was like, what do you think? Would you consider yourself doing this or anything? He's like, yeah. I mean, he's like, I like the parts where you mess around in between the takes. That was
I like craft service. You know,
and then he's very sensitive. And then he kind of sat me down a little later. He's like, I was thinking about what you said. And he's like, no, you probably want me to follow your legacy. I was like, what? No, don't do that. I was like, also, where did you learn that concept? He's like, right now I'm still thinking zoology, but maybe it'll change. I was like, whatever you want to do.
That's awesome. And you also shot in Rome.
Yeah, we shot in Rome last year. Yeah, it's a cool show. But the Dick Wolf world is so cool because they start these ideas and then they let them develop into what they want to be.
And then you're an actor cast on a Dick Wolf show, and for the next 30 years you have employment.
Yes. And I heard you guys will speak that.
I don't like to be too confident. You guys just got removed for 3 seasons. 3 seasons, yeah.
Wait. That never happened.
I know, especially nowadays. The whole industry is in flux. So, yeah, I mean, it's really, I feel very fortunate. But I try not to be, like I said, I try not to be too confident that it's going to last. They could call me tomorrow and be like, Mr. Sisto, the days are numbered here.
We'll be talking about it on your behalf.
Thanks, Jeremy.
Thank you.
We'll manifest the opposite.
Tuesdays at 8 p.m. on CBS. Shogun. And
Thanks for liking the video, everyone. I feel like you're my family.
Welcome back. Our next guest star is a rising star who can be seen in FX's action-packed historical drama series Shogun. Please welcome Anna Sawai.
So this is fascinating. You were born in New Zealand, and raised in Japan. Yeah. So where is home now?
Oh, I mean, I kind of go back and forth between Japan and the States, but Japan will always be home.
Yes,
Yeah.
of course. So when you go back and forth between Japan and the U.S., what is the biggest culture shock, would you say?
I feel like there are a couple, but when I first came here, people were talking to me on the streets, and we don't do that in Japan. If you do that, you're a weirdo. You're walking away.
Did they recognize you, or they just were just talking to you, being friendly?
Yeah, like, oh, I like your shoes, or like, do you know what this is? Or I don't know what it was, but like, I was just freaked out that people were talking to me.
So what's your reaction? Do you have is there a...
I'll probably just walk away.
Well, how do you like being in New York?
Like you should be a New Yorker.
Yes.
Really? Yes.
Yeah.
I feel like people talk to you.
They do, but they also are they're unmoved if you walk away.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
But I do love it here.
Yeah.
It's great.
Good.
Yeah.
New York's
There's
great.
like parks, a lot of dogs, squirrels.
Yeah.
The pigeons, they fly differently, I've noticed.
Wait, what do you mean?
So I was just talking about this with my makeup people. They like jump off and they're like thriving. Like they have aim.
Yeah.
And in Japan, I feel like they're trying to like fly away from you. Whereas here they're like coming at you.
Here they are definitely coming at you. They're very aggressive. They too are looking to make unnecessary chatter.
Yes. Yeah.
What was your first acting role?
My first acting role, I think it was when I used to do ballet, and my sister did too, and she ended up becoming a ballerina.
Mm-hmm.
People would look at her and they'd be like, you were born to become a dancer. And then they would turn to me and then they'd be like, you're so cute. I know. I was like, thanks. So when we moved back to Japan, my mom was looking for something that I could do, and she found an audition for Annie. So I auditioned, didn't get it. I wasn't prepared, but then I practiced every single day for the next year, and then I became Annie in 2004.
Incredible.
Oh, wow. Do you still remember some of the songs? The Sun Will Come Out? Do you still remember that?
Yes.
Okay.
And did you sing it in Japanese?
Yeah.
Can you give us like one bar in Japanese?
So it would be like, tomorrow, tomorrow, I love ya, tomorrow, ashita wa shiawase. So it goes into Japanese.
And so in Japan, you were a member of a J-pop band as well?
I was. Yes.
Okay. So do you still sing? Do you still perform?
Only in the shower.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
You sound so good though.
No,
I mean, it's 9 o'clock in the morning. It's hard. I mean, we have singers that come here and it's hard for them to sing at 9 in the morning. And so obviously you're more in shape than you think you are.
Thank you.
Yeah.
All right.
But you prefer acting.
Yes.
Yes.
All right. We're going to take a little break. When we come back, and it's all this. She felt like a baby preparing for her latest tour. We'll be right back.
Follow us on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, or subscribe to our YouTube channel. See all your favorite moments or everything you find is best.
A special live event.
That was a nice reception.
We're celebrating Mark's 1-year anniversary
Thank you for trusting me to be your provider.
with actress Lily Gladstone.
I'm going to scare this hippo.
Than you think you are.
Thank you.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm pretty spot on with my Estos.
To sing at 9 in the morning. And so obviously you're more in shape than you think you are.
Thank
On and off.
Screening at one of our locations, or visit us at unitedveincenters.com.
私は踏みつけにされる小作人ではござりませぬ。偉大なる武将、明智陳斎の娘にございまする。1000年続く侍の末裔として、私はどこに閉じ込められることも 人質になることも囚われることもありません。
And contextually, I have no idea what's going on, and I'm totally invested. This is why this show is such a hit.
It's based on James Clavell's novel Shogun. It's set in 1600 when an English pilot comes to Japan amidst a power struggle. So a lot happens. He's starting to learn about our culture and the politics. Very dramatic.
And did you read the book before?
Yes.
Yeah, you went into it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And you play Mariko, a woman who wears many hats. Tell us about her.
Yes, she is a mother. She's a wife of a very abusive husband and a daughter of a disgraced samurai. She's also a Catholic convert and a very loyal samurai.
So how do you prepare for a role that is that layered and that complex?
There's a lot of physicality that goes into it. So I kind of felt like a baby because I was learning how to walk and talk and hold a cup. Like everything is so specific. So I had to relearn everything.
And you had to learn how to dress in kimono?
Yes.
And what was that like?
Oh, well, it took 2 ladies to dress me every day, 40 to maybe like 45 minutes on a good day.
Wow.
I'm just standing there, again, a baby.
Yeah.
And you're just like learning how to do everything in it. Like going to the bathroom is a totally different thing. Yeah.
I'm sure it takes quite a process. And you shot in Vancouver, which I shot in Vancouver. It's lovely there, isn't it?
Yes. How long were you there?
4 years.
4 years?
Yeah. On and off. Yeah.
I thought
Quite a process. And you shot in Vancouver, which I shot in Vancouver. It's lovely there, isn't it?
Yes. How long were you there?
4 years.
4 years?
Yeah. On and off. Yeah.
I thought I had a very long experience.
How long were you there?
Well, it was 10 months.
Well, I would do 10 months and come home, then do 10 months and go back.
Okay, yeah. But still, that's long. Wow.
Yes.
I loved it. I loved Granville Island.
Beautiful.
Oh, isn't it great?
They have like the freshest berries.
Yeah.
It's so good.
Everything good is on Granville Island, for sure. Will you come back often? You
New episodes of FX's Shogun premieres Tuesday on Hulu. Up next, country star Ernest for freedom.
We celebrate 1 year of Live with Kelly and Mark.
We're traveling all across the
This time she comes with an Oscar. What we can expect from her new season of the hit show 911. You hear that? On the next Tamron Hall.
Today at 1 on ABC 7.
All right. Well, our next guest has written so many songs for country music artists. Now he's writing for himself. His new album is available now. Here to make his national TV debut is Ernest with Kiss of Death.
Drag across your clothes, addicted to the way mine so dark and heart so cold. I see behind them eyes, and girl, it ain't all baby blue. I want all of it. I want you. I feel like dancing with the devil. Take my heart and rip it out of my chest. Love you and good God, girl. My name is my regret. My kiss to death. Kiss me. Kiss me. You're gonna love me. Tell me there ain't poison in them baby tips. There must be.
My kicks the bed. Kill me. Kill me. Kill me.
Thank you. Talk about getting people on their feet and dancing. I mean, congratulations. You just received, is it 2 ACMs?
I think so. I'm afraid
nominations?
so. Yeah, 2 ACM nominations. Thank you. Best artist, songwriter of the year. Yeah. Yeah.
So where were you when you found out? Is it like one of those Academy Award things where it's 4 a.m. and you get a phone call? And...
No, it was. I was on my way into the studio to write songs, and one of my managers hit me up and let me know, and it was business as usual. But I'm very, very thankful.
Yeah.
Honored. I grew up in Nashville, Tennessee. Yeah, born and raised in Nashville. So just getting my name mentioned around all the people who are also nominated is a huge honor.
It's a big deal. And,
your high school sweetheart, yeah? Yeah, she's right over here. Delaney Royer.
Hi, welcome to the show. We really appreciate you being here. And the album is available now. Make sure you pick it up. We'll be right back.
If you want to know more about anything you see online, just log on to our website at livewithkellymark.com. Ziploc knows your secret.
Tidy Care Alert, only from Tidy Cats.
Closed captioning sponsored in part by
Something that hopefully might make you startle going home. That's our goal, to startle them with this note. I love pussycats.
To help them feel more calm, plug in Feel Away Optimum. Enhanced calming for cats from the #1 vet recommended brand for feline calming.
Welcome to the inbox, everyone. Gail Neal from Essex, Ontario, Canada said, the story about the baker losing her diamond in the cookie dough reminded me of one from Christmas when I was hosting 25 family members. After stuffing the turkey, I noticed one of my fake fingernails was missing. I didn't mention it, but I skipped the stuffing when I passed. No one mentioned a strange crunch.
Oh.
Thank you, Gail.
Yeah, this is Thomas Smith from Henderson, North Carolina. I'm a professional baker, and I lost a wedding ring once, but I'm sure it was in the glove when I took it off. When I started managing the bakers, I wouldn't allow the bakers to have any kind of jewelry, including earrings, rings, neck chains, or females' fake nails. Yeah. All right.
All right. Tomorrow's show will celebrate Mark's first anniversary with Live.
Also, Lily Gladstone.
Kiss him, kiss, kiss. Ooh.
Living your life at its fullest means staying connected with friends and family. If you have hearing loss, iTech has amplified phones for your home and cell phone amplifiers at no cost to you. Stay connected at home or on the go. Learn more at
I know what you guys do.
Get things started.
Sorry, guys. I gotta get out of here. You can fill in my blank anytime. All these girls have blanks. Let's fill them. That was, I believe, episode 158. Yes, 158, April 16th. Make sure to like and subscribe. And rate my singing. I sing a lot for you because I love you and I will always serenade you Philly style, baby.